I'm only gonna talk about this briefly because it's gonna get us off topic. But I've been posting a lot of Resident Evil stuff, of course. And so I've been getting a lot of Resident Evil in my feed now on Twitter. And most of it has been very fun to see. But then I saw this tweet today and why did I read the whole thread? I don't know. See, this is why social media can be so dumb. This is why you just gotta mute things that you dislike. Because I couldn't help it. It was like a sticky, stinky, magnetic pull that forced me to read this entire thread that I knew was just gonna piss me off. But the thread was basically a bunch of people like really butthurt about the Nikkei collab. Because they were like just saying really stupid stuff like, oh, the face designs, like, wow, they really made their faces look like children, or like, why do they have so many physics? It's so disrespectful to the RE girls, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh. You just read it, you want to bang your head against the wall. You're right. There's no pleasing people like that. There's absolutely no pleasing people like that. And yeah, you have to think that they just aren't familiar with like the anime style of art at all. Like, you know what I mean? And that they're just making really dumb assumptions. I mean, yeah, it's the internet, I know. People on the internet love to misinterpret or make stuff up and then get really, really mad about it. And I will just never understand. I will never understand why people do that. Do you want to be unhappy? Because personally, I like being happy. You know, if I see something that makes me mad, I look into it. Because I'm like, I hope this isn't true, what I'm reading right now. I find this upsetting, and I hope that it's not true. And then I do the extra legwork of making sure it's an actual thing before I bother really being mad about it. But people don't do that step. They just see the first step, make the assumption that must be true, and then they just get really mad. Like, it would be one thing if they just saw it, assumed it was true, and was like, ugh, don't like that, and then moved on with their day. But like, they're gonna make a whole Twitter thread ripping something apart over a misunderstanding. Like, also, where do you get the time? Where do you have the time and energy for that? You know what I suggest? Getting a second job. You'll never have the time to be salty online again. You will not have the time. You will be too busy. Maybe it will improve your quality of life. Because you'll just stop doing it, and then I bet you'll be happier. I bet so. How about a first job? Are you calling them jobless? No, they might be. They might be too young to even have a job, which is what I have to remind myself sometimes too. When you see things online, sometimes you have to remember that like, they could literally be like 14. And I'm not about to have my day ruined by a 14-year-old, you know what I mean? I don't have the time because I have 2 jobs.